Yeah, I know. I did something very unpopular. I shaved my beard. And I'll explain why later on in this video, I promise. And I know like 95% of you said, don't shave it. Don't shave that beard. Holy crap, don't shave it. Let it grow. And I'm like, oh boy. When I get on here and they see I'm clean shaved, ay. But before I get to that, I gotta say that day 14 of no contact has been phenomenal. 2 back-to-back phenomenal days. So let me start with the small stuff. The small stuff always to me is the most important stuff. So I've kind of started chatting with a young lady on text message. I actually started by talking to her here on TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube, sorry, it's on TikTok is where I originally was chatting with her. And her and I have some things in common about what we're going through. She has a couple of kids. We kind of live in the same general area. So just having that camaraderie and having someone to reach out and text and get to know has been fantastic, okay? Beyond that, the other phenomenal stuff that happened was I actually filled out 5 pages of things that I want to accomplish by the end of 2025. A lot of it is content driven for my other channels. And I'm going to start on Wednesday, October 1st, and just grind out the rest of the year. Just absolutely like hit the gas pedal and just never let up. I'm going to just hammer it for like 2 months straight. And then after Thanksgiving, I'm going to enjoy Christmas. For the first time in 3 years, for the first time in a long time, I'm going to enjoy Christmas, okay? Now, my kids and their mother are going to Mexico for Christmas, so it's like I'm going to be on my own for the 3rd year in a row. So this time, I'm going to enjoy the pageantry. I'm going to decorate the trailer. I'm going to go all out. I'm going to actually party on Halloween. I'm actually going to party on Thanksgiving weekend. I'm going to let off the gas pedal only for the holidays and just actually enjoy them because I'm finally starting to make some money. That's the fantastic part. So, and this has nothing to do with this channel. It has to do with other channels that I have, and they're starting to generate consistent income. It's not like, oh my God, I'm killing it, making 30 grand a month. No, it's not even close to that. I still have to work and I still have to drive Uber and stuff, but it's like on a trajectory. So I want to like smash that gas pedal as hard as I can. The other thing I really want to like mention that became phenomenal was after I filled out that page, I decided to sit back and do something that I don't normally do. So I called a friend of mine, and I'll use his real name because his real name is very common. His real name is Paul. Paul and I had a conversation because I've been getting these weird ass text messages from a 628 area code. And it's like somebody's messing with me, and that's okay. So I've been, I'm having him because he's a private investigator and a bail jumper. He's friggin' dude's like just a badass. Okay. So he's like checking that out, but we had this lengthy conversation today, and he says to me, he goes, you know what, boss, what you should do is during this time, what you should do is write down all the deal breakers that you have. And he says, and just keep the list fluid. Keep the list fluid. Keep it fluid for a little bit. Be open-minded to meeting someone. At the same time, don't go looking for it. At the same time, write down, he says, you are a good man. He goes, you are the catch. And he said the very clear, he says, I don't care what anybody says, you are a catch. Your ex, she fumbled you. This woman that is that this all happened with that you're going through this no contact thing, she fumbled you. The reason why they are fumbling you is not because of you, it's because of them. Your portion of it, this is key, your portion of why you're running into this is you are not setting high enough standards. I'm like, well, what do you mean by that? And he goes, you need to start writing down like the non-negotiables and don't move off of them. He goes, I know you want women that already have had kids, you know, because obviously that gives you a lot of things in common. You don't care about baby daddy or husband, ex-husband drama or whatever. He goes, so you already know what you like. Now what you need to work on is you need to work on, okay, what are the non-negotiables? So I started writing them down. In fact, where is crap? It's like 5. Here it is. Here it is. So I started writing down on this back of this receipt paper that I have from Walmart. Okay. So the first non-negotiable I have is no more damsels in distress. Now I'm not talking about somebody struggling to pay their bills but is working their butt off. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about a struggling single mom who, is out there busting her butt to put food on the table. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about damsels in distress is someone that needs emotional, spiritual, physical, and financial rescuing. Okay. My buddy made a point. He goes, you seem to have a type there, John. Started busting up laughing. I thought about it too. The other non-negotiable is it has to do with intimacy. So I wrote down like A, B, C, D, E, F, G under number 2 because I found out that those are things that I really, really want. Like here, I'll give you one that's not that's more PG. I want a woman that actually wants to spend the night and cuddle. And I'm not talking about cuddle as a professional cuddler. I'm like, I want her to be like in my skin type of thing. Okay. Another interesting non-negotiable that I have was no more women that just broke up with a guy. No more. If you broke up with a guy on August 3rd, 2026, we're not getting together on August 4th, 2026. You need time, right? No more of that. And I learned my lesson from this because even though her and I have been talking for a long time, I always have felt like I was the backup plan. That's number 4. At any time, if the actions of the woman says that or even looks at remotely as that I'm a backup plan or just an option, I'm done. And number 5, if the actions of the person, the woman that I'm interested in, lean towards someone that just wants to be friends or put me in the friend zone, just move on. So just non-negotiables, right? And I'm going to just keep adding to that list as things and time moves on. But just what a phenomenal day, and I'm super excited about where it's going to take me. Let me know what you guys think.